Right, welcome to Yoga Flow and Sound Healing. Today we'll do our 45 minutes of our yoga and mobility, our 15-minute sound bath healing. And our movement today is going to be really upper body focused, so like neck, shoulders, spine. We'll still hit a good portion of lower body, but just to end the week, like releasing anything from the upper body. And if any movements don't feel great, you can modify. And class will set our intention. So kind of actually building on our conversation, the intention, there we go. The intention that I'm bringing into today's practice is designing optimal routines. So what feels best for your body, maybe longer days, shorter days, the same across the board. And just kind of using today's routine to embody what a routine feels like. So perfect intention from our conversation.
I love that. I like that too. But I think another intention of mine to feel like grounded is also just like the understanding and acceptance that like everything happens for a reason and like everything that comes your way is meant for you. And so whether good, bad, anything, it gets you to where you need to be. So just kind of trusting the process. That's kind of like what I'm focusing on today.
That is a great one. And with that, especially when you can't see it in the moment, in about a month, 3 months, you're going to look back and be like, wow, it was happening for me.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Like, I get it now.
So we'll get started. With that being said, I love both of those intentions combined. Let's just get grounded here. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Taking a big inhale, breathing in that trust. And exhale, letting go of any doubts. Another big inhale, trusting yourself. Exhale, release any fear. One more breath of trusting the process, breathe it in. And release anything that feels limiting. With both hands flat on the floor, beginning with our windshield wipers side to side. To get that groundedness that we are calling in. Feeling grounded in every movement, grounded with every breath, and creating this space for yourself to call all of those things in. We'll get the last one here, and we'll take our left ankle outside of our right knee. Exhale, pull the right knee towards the floor. Holding at the bottom, feeling that lower back stretch. Again, we'll start our practice opening up the body, but really today we'll focus on shoulders, neck, spine, and releasing that side, switching to the other side. Right ankle outside the left knee. Exhale, pull the knee towards the floor and hold. Maybe trying to find a little more length to the spine. You can send that breath to that side of that left hip, that left lower back, expanding there. Unraveling from that side. Let's tuck the hips, keep the hips nice and centered. Right leg is going to come up towards the ceiling. And just a gentle hamstring stretch, but here we're going to squeeze the muscles of our calf, massaging down our leg, just releasing any blocks, any tension in the leg, thanking our body for showing up all week long. Continue to make your hands back up to the middle calf, taking those middle fingers into that calf muscle. And And then we're going to place the right foot down and then switch to the left side. The left leg comes up straight, grabbing for that left calf and squeezing the back of that calf with your middle fingers, making our way all the way down. A little hamstring stretch as well. Making our way back up the calf here. Just noticing and releasing any tension. Placing the left foot down and bringing the right knee in towards the chest. Bend the right knee. Exhale and hug the knee to the center of the chest and simply holding here at the bottom. Again, trying to lengthen through the spine. Tailbone stays glued to the ground. Using the breath to expand that body. One more breath on this right side. Releasing the right knee and switching to the left side. Same thing, simple stretch for our hips today. Exhale, pull the left knee towards the chest. Keep that tailbone glued to the ground. Long, slow exhales. And releasing the left foot. Extend both legs straight out in front of us. And we're going to get a right side supine split. So we're going to get that hamstring stretch, but a little bit deeper. Yep, extending that right leg up. And now simply holding here for 30 seconds. Great stretch for that hamstring. And trying to keep both hips nice and square. Tailbone still stays glued to the earth. Feeling that length through the back of the leg. And lowering the heel with control, abs are engaged, very intentional movement. And now lifting the left leg up, using the core to lift. And grabbing for that left calf, both hips stay square. And our supine split on the left side, getting deep into that left hamstring. Still breathing into that lower belly, feeling the lower body already opening up. One more breath on this left side. Releasing the hand, using the abs to lower that left heel with control. Slow motion lower, getting that core engaged. Bringing your right knee to a 90-degree angle. And then grabbing the outside of the right knee with the left hand. Exhale, supine twist. And we're going to get 3 arm circles on each side here. So starting with reaching our right arm down towards our right hip. Inhale to sweep the arm to the front of the body. Arm comes up to the ear. Exhale, open the shoulder, big stretch. 2 more circles. Inhale to the front body, tracing the fingertips against the floor. Arm comes up to the ear. Exhale, open the chest, big stretch. 1 more arm circle this direction. Inhale, sweeping the arm to the front body. And exhale, open the chest, really stretching the upper half of the body. In reverse directions, reaching the right arm behind. Going for a forward circle here. Arm comes to the front body. 2 more circles on this side. Continue to trace the fingertips against the ground, opening the chest. We'll get one more full circle here. Big reach back, spine is opening up, shoulders opening up. And simply unravel to the center, and then switching to the other side here. Bending the left knee to 90 degrees. Exhale, pull the left knee to the floor with the right arm. We'll get 3 arm circles each way, sweeping the left arm down towards the left hip. Just noticing any difference in the spine, in the body here. Arm comes up to the ear, opening the shoulder, 2 more circles, big inhale. How big of a circle can we trace with that arm? Feeling that shoulder open, 1 more. Continuing to sink the breath, how long can you reach that body? Intentional with each millimeter of the circle. And reverse directions, final 3. Opening that shoulder. Again, priming our upper body for this upper body focused routine. And 2 more here. Can you reach the fingers towards the side wall? Keep pulling that knee, and we'll get 1 more arm circle to go. Body is starting to feel nice and warm, starting to open up. Gonna roll back to the center. We have 1 more on our back here, getting into our neck and our shoulders, so gentle with this one, but reaching the toes up over your head, using your hands for support, lowering your toes towards the floor as best you can, and then bringing the knees outside of your ears, using your hands on your lower back for as much support as you need. 30 seconds, starting to decompress the spine, the neck here, and listening to your body, however low that your spine can reach today. And then gently placing the hands to the floor, using the core, rolling down 1 single vertebrae at a time. Bring the knees in towards the chest, give them a big squeeze, knees come to the forehead. Couple of rocks up and down the spine, maybe about 5 or so rocks, and then we will land in a nice seated cross shin position as we transition to mostly upper body for the remainder of class. So starting with our cross shins, just a nice relaxed seat, closing your eyes or a soft gaze, rolling your shoulders up, back, down, and forwards. Taking about 4 slow shoulder rolls here. Tuning in, where are we holding tension? And where can we let go? And reversing direction, shrugging back, forwards, and down. Get about 2 more circles. Breathing into the ribs here, opening the upper body. 1 last circle. Taking the fingertips outside of the hips, nice long neck. Bringing your chin down to your chest and making just a semicircle side to side. Tilting the ear to one shoulder. And then rolling the chin across the chest to the other shoulder. 30 seconds here. Moving at the pace that feels optimal for your body. Sending the breath to the upper back. seeing, can we get every angle of our neck to lengthen? Just noticing any spots that might be holding tension. Keep reaching the middle fingers long away. We'll get last circle here. Bring the chin back to a neutral position. Take your right hand outside of your left temple. Exhale, pull the right ear towards the shoulder, just 5% effort. Slide your hand to the back side of your skull. And then again, 5% effort. Bring your chin down towards your chest in this side angle. And a 30-second hold here. Breathing into that left traps. Continuing to move, maybe a millimeter adjustments, finding that optimal angle for your neck, your traps, your shoulder. Breathing as big as you can into that upper back. Letting go of any pressure. Any need to perform, knowing you are doing everything you can each day. Taking one more breath here. Release the right hand, slowly bring your chin back to the center. Lift your gaze to neutral and switching sides. Left hand outside the temple. Side bend to the left. Slide your hand to the back of your skull. And then tilt your chin down to your chest, 30 seconds to hold. And I'm only using 5% pressure. We're not forcing the neck, being really gentle with our neck here. Can you lengthen those right fingertips long away from your body? Making micro adjustments. Noticing the tension and exhaling it out. We'll take one last breath here. Releasing the hands, coming back to center. One more in this position here, interlacing the fingers. Almost like a seated cat-cow, rounding forward, pull your knuckles forward here. About a 10-second hold, feel your shoulder blades expand, send your breath to your upper back. And then as you exhale, arch the tailbone, lift the chest, squeeze the elbows down and in, open the heart. And then inhale to round. Tucking the chin, tucking the pelvis, reach your knuckles long forward, create that space through your shoulders. The more you expand the back with the breath, the more you'll feel those points release. And then exhale, tilt the tailbone, lift the chest, squeeze the upper back. One more rep, rounding, biggest inhale of the day to the shoulder blades. Keep reaching those hands forward. Can you create 0.5 centimeter more through the shoulder blades? And returning back to neutral here. We'll swing our legs underneath us into a low kneeling position. Getting a little bit more into our upper back and shoulders. A couple static holds. First one, exhale, reach your arms back towards the back wall. Inhale, wrap your right arm under your left for an eagle. And we have 30 seconds here. You can go higher or lower. You should feel the back of your right shoulder. Maybe close your eyes, finding that center. And the more you pull those shoulder blades down your back, lengthen the traps, breathe into the right shoulder. As you send the breath there, you'll feel that expansion through the back body. Just about 10 more seconds. Keep pulling those shoulder blades down. You'll feel those traps opening up. Releasing that hand, one more stretch back, big exhale. And then inhale, left arm comes on top of the right, other side. Maybe close your eyes, pull those traps down, long neck. Maybe this left shoulder feels different than the right. Just allowing that to be okay. Trusting your body, being present with every pose, with every station. Big breaths into that upper left side. About 10 more seconds here, one big breath. Letting go of the pressure. Releasing that side. We'll come onto our hands and our knees into our cat-cow. And for our cat-cow today, focusing more on spreading the shoulder blades and sinking the shoulder blades. The whole spine will move, but focus your attention and your intention there. So we're gonna actually do a opposite breath than the standard cat-cow. You'll breathe into round and then exhale to soften, which is a little bit reversed. So here we go. Inhale to round, pull the shoulder blades apart to create that space. And then exhale to squeeze the shoulder blades back. Inhale to round to create that space through the shoulder blades. And exhale to arch. Continue at your own pace for about 30 seconds. And I'm not concerned with what the lower half of my back is doing. I'm really focused on just the shoulder blade portion here. How tall can I press my body? And how much can I squeeze those shoulder blades down? Can you feel yourself creating that space within your body here? A couple more reps. We'll get last one. We're going to transition into a couple pretty long poses, so just brace yourself for a little bit of surrender. We're going to get a puppy dog, but a full 2-minute hold. So you're going to reach forward, chin or forehead comes down, and 2 minutes to hold. Hips are high. Listen to your body, whatever depth you feel you can hold for a full 2 minutes. Chin on the ground or forehead, hips are high. Trying to open through the armpits and the chest. Just notice if your body or your mind is resisting. And seeing if you can surrender a bit more. Letting your shoulder blades fall down your back. You're doing great. Seeing how much you can let go and let gravity pull you to the floor. You're already past halfway. That upper back open, big breaths, our last 30 seconds. One last breath here, slowly sliding our way back to our tabletop, taking just a moment to reset. You may feel a little numbness. And we now have a 90-second thread the needle on each side, starting with the right side. Drop your right shoulder down, ear can rest on the floor, and really breathing into that right shoulder blade. Again, surrendering into the pose, feeling that expansion, that opening. As the more consistent you are with your routines, with your body, you'll keep feeling that growth in your mobility, your health. Just honoring yourself for showing up to your routine today. Big breaths into that right side. 30 seconds to go. Feeling the potency of these longer holds. Last breath. Press the left hand through the floor. Slowly rotate through the middle. And then one round on the left side. Thread the needle, drop that shoulder, and feel how good it feels to allow the upper body to fully open. Letting that head melt into the ground. Let your body weight get heavy onto that left arm. Feeling that left shoulder blade expand. You are already halfway there. Maybe inching that pinky finger a little further away. Breath here. We've got just one more long pose, coming back through the center, taking just a breath to let that simmer down. Inching the hands forward and then lowering all the way down to our belly. We have a 90-second scorpion starting on the right arm. Right arm comes out to the side, kicking the left leg up and over, focusing on rolling your body weight onto that right shoulder, head rests into the floor. Listening to your body, giving it as much or as little pressure as feels good today. Little bonus on the left hip and the lower back here. Since this is an extra challenging hold, you try to relax 10%. Softening your upper body, even softening your face. Trusting and surrendering into the ground. 10 seconds to go. Might feel a little burning or numbness. Slowly rolling out of that side. Taking one breath through the middle. And then final long pose here. Kicking the right leg over, left palm is flat, and left side, scorpion. Allowing your body a few seconds to really settle and soften. Finding that balance between finding your edges without overdoing it. Softening the shoulders, softening the face, maybe rolling a little more body weight onto that left shoulder, seeing if that feels good. Keeping those long, slow exhales. Then gently rolling out of that pose, continuing to stay flat on our stomach. We'll get a couple shoulder swimmers, which is essentially bring our arms overhead behind our back, but slow and intentional. We're going to get 3 reps, a little bit of strength, a little bit of mobility combined here. So starting, keeping your ankles glued together, your glutes are squeezed to create a strong foundation. Arms are in an O over your head, hands are in a fist. Squeeze your glutes, lift your chest off the floor. Flexing with about 10% effort, start to make your arms into a Y. Bring the arms to a T, shoulder blades pull down your back. Reach the knuckles high as you can. Flip your palms so that your palms face up and your fists land in an O just above your glutes. Hold here for a moment. Reverse directions. Lift the knuckles high as you can towards the ceiling. Arms come into a T. Shoulder blades pull down your back. Y, O, and then lower down. 1 breath, reset. 2 more reps. Inhale. Exhale. Great job with the breath. Squeeze the glutes, lift the chest. 10% effort, flex into a Y, pull the shoulder blades down to a T, reach the knuckles behind your back, flip your palms, hold for a moment, feel those shoulders working, reverse directions, you're doing great, lift the knuckles high, it's meant to be challenging, Y, O, and back down, 1 breath to reset, 1 more final wrap, breathe in. Last one, best effort, exhale. Squeeze, lift the chest, arms flex into a Y, pull the shoulders down to a T, flip the knuckles behind your back, hold for a moment. Reverse directions, reach the arms high, you'll feel a little burning, almost there, T, Y, O, and relax. We are almost there. Slide your hands outside of your shoulders. Flip your toes. Press to a high plank and then up into a downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Those shoulders should be feeling it. And for today's variation, heels stay planted into the floor. We'll get a couple shoulder shrugs here. Press the hands firm through the floor, covering your ears with your biceps, and then pull your shoulder blades down your back, creating space between your ears and your biceps. We'll be here for 30 seconds. Feeling those shoulder blades
Slide up and down your back. Just feel that space you've created through the upper body, through staying diligent with your mobility routines, optimizing your health, your body, your mind. Tippy toe your toes up towards your hands, toes facing in, little shoulder and spinal decompression. Fingertips come underneath the balls of your feet. Tuck your chin, pull your upper body towards the ceiling, little lower back stretch as well, holding for 3, 2, 1. Release the fingertips from underneath the toes, and slowly, like a rag doll, pulling yourself up towards the ceiling, 1 vertebrae at a time. Tuck the chin, fingertips reach long towards the floor. And head will finish last. Pulling the fingertips towards the ground, just 1 breath. To find your center. We'll get our neck circles. Chin comes down to the chest. Tilt the ear to the right. 3 slow, luxurious neck circles here. Breathing into the chest, the upper body. Take your time. Really aiming to feel every single millimeter of the neck. Lengthening, getting to release any of that pent-up energy from the week. Taking 1 more circle. Big breaths into the upper back. Chin finishes on the chest, and then reversing directions to the left ear, left shoulder. Keep your middle fingers reaching towards the floor. And just notice if anything feels stuck or tense. Breathing a little extra love into that part of your body. It may feel slower than our mind is used to moving. Knowing how good it is to slow down, we'll get 1 more circle. Releasing all of that tension from the week. Chin comes down to the chest, meeting back in a nice centered position. Right arm comes over the left arm. Give yourself a big hug. Once you get there, maybe inch all the way back. Squeeze your glutes, tuck your hips to keep that lower body in place. And then 3 T-spine circles, rounding forward, beginning to the right. Drop the right shoulder, side bend, keep the chin tucked. Lift the chest to the ceiling, side bend to the left, taking our time. Can we feel every millimeter of this upper body routine? Breathing into that upper body. Circle to the right. And coming up and simply switching left arm on top of right. Once we get there, maybe inch your shoulder blades all the way back. Squeeze the glutes, rounding forward, 3 T-spine circles to the left. Expanding that upper body, side bend. Big rotations here. Expand in all directions. Last circle. Beautiful work. Taking our time. Final one. Chin comes down to the chest, rolling back up to the top. Pulling the shoulder blades down. Hands come to the front of the thighs and rounding down 1 single vertebrae at a time. We are almost there. Making our way down to a high plank.
couple more shoulder shrugs in our high plank position, a scapula push-up. Elbows stay straight, sink the shoulder blades down 1 inch, and then round up 1 inch. Just about 20 seconds here. Feel that strength through your body. Beautiful work. We'll get one last rep here. Dropping back down to the knees and a brief child's pose to reset. We're gonna get our elbows variation with bending each elbow and then reaching your hands down your shoulder blades. And we're here for 1 minute to really let this routine land, let it sink into your body. Knowing that every time you show up to your routines, you create that trust with yourself, that you can trust yourself to show up. Expanding the upper back. Final pose. And for our last 30 seconds, regular child's pose with reaching the hands long in front. Let your hips get heavy, chin or forehead rests on the floor. And just notice the space that you have created through showing up for this routine. Taking one last breath here. Exhale, letting go. We'll make our way onto our back. We'll get one final happy baby before we settle into our Shavasana, just to get those hips or any last poses that you are desiring. Flat on that back, any variation of your happy baby. Just get those hips a little extra love. Maybe extending the legs. Rocking side to side. And feeling that safety and trusting yourself to show up. Whenever you feel complete, finishing in your Shavasana, palms facing up to receive, as we begin to transition to our sound bath healing. Honoring yourself for showing up for yourself, for your routine today. And just starting to breathe in the intention that we brought to today as we begin to transition to our sound bath healing. Remembering your reason for prioritizing this yoga, mobility, and sound healing. And remembering why it is so important for you to stay on top of these routines. And all you need to do is be open to receiving. We will get started with our Reiki-infused sound bath healing. Our intention for today is going to be designing optimal routines. So really reflecting what routines allow you to show up as your fullest and highest self. And with that, We will begin.